want to get the gift.
Well, you have to prove it first.
I have to prove it?
Yeah, you got to prove it to get the gift, bro.
Okay, I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
How do you prove to me that the Bible hasn't been changed? Because I want to learn. I want to learn from you.
How do I prove to you?
Prove to me that the Bible hasn't been changed.
Because we still have the Greek and the Hebrews.
Did Jesus speak Greek?
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he spoke Aramaic and he spoke
Aramaic.
Greek.
He didn't speak Greek.
Okay. Do you know in the Gospels when there was written in the Gospel when the Greeks came to see Jesus, and then they told Jesus that the Greek wanted to speak to you. Okay, so how would the Greek communicate with him if he doesn't speak Greek?
Perhaps through an intermediary, perhaps through a translator.
Maybe.
That's what I was.
But we do also believe that Jesus is the Son of God, so which makes him capable of speaking any language he wants to. And we also believe in the Bible, the scriptures. In the book of Acts, Jesus from heaven sent the power of the Holy Spirit that actually helped the believer to speak all the language that they were not born in with.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so he can speak Greek. So that's why I believe, it is my belief, but he did speak Aramaic. Yeah. We know that 100%. Because Aramaic is it's another language it's a Hebraic language.
Okay, so that's a point you made. I'm not entirely sure if that proves that the Bible hasn't been changed, because my critique about this point that you made here is that you're saying that if I can prove to you that the Bible is changed, I get a gift, right? So the point that I would make is all these chapters that mainly make up the New Testament, being John, Mark, Luke, Matthew, do we know who authored these books?
We do know who authored them. We do know whose name on them. That's the author. Basically, when they say the gospel according to John, we know it's from John. Maybe he used an intermediary to write it, but it's from his mouth. Gospel according to Mark. We have gospel according to Luke. We have gospel according to Matthew. So when it says according to means that this is what the people said. Even though Matthew, we know was a tax collector. Yeah, he was. So he should be able to read and write. Yeah. So he should be able to write his own gospel. And Mark also educated. Luke was educated. He was a doctor, a physician. So we know all these people. Some Paul or Peter. Peter was a fisherman. We don't know whether he knows how to read or write, but we know that the letters that he wrote to the church may be dictated through somebody to write it, but it's still his words. So I don't know what you meant by all these people that you don't know who they are. We know who they are. Maybe Muslims don't know who they are.
No, the disciples are spoken of, but they're not mentioned by name the same way that they are in Christianity. But here's the thing. The disciples, they're mentioned in the Quran.
They're not mentioned.
Yeah, they are. They're not mentioned by name.
By name, yes, but
they're not mentioned.
Yes,
but they're.
But don't it surprise you that the Quran doesn't know name of anybody? Well, but it seems to coming from God, but he doesn't know the name.
No, if the Quran was copying off the Bible, it would have been easy to just write down their names, right? But it didn't do that. So. Well, but
the fact is not copying from the Bible based on memory, because you notice that Quran talks about the children of Israel. Ever wonder who Israel was? Why is the Quran not telling you who Israel was?
Israel is the second name of Jacob. So
but how do you know that? It's not in the Quran. You have to go to the Bible to know that.
You don't go to the Bible to look at that. It's
how do you know that? Based on the Quran alone.
Yeah, so with the Quran, what we have is tafsir. Tafsir is like
scholarly. Tafsir aside, just the Quran. Is the Quran lists the name of these people?
Which people are you
Israel.
Israel.
Yeah. Who is Israel?
Jacob.
Where is that in the Quran?
I don't know what you mean.
It's not in the Quran.
It's very simple to understand.
Quran has
Yaqub in Arabic. Arabic has more similarities to Hebrew.
No, I know Yaqub is the same in Hebrew. Yaqub. You guys have Yaqubu.
No, we don't have Yaqub. We have Yaqub.
Yaqub, but you learned it from the Hebrews.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but the fact is that in your Quran there's no Yaqub.
Yeah, there is. He's mentioned. He's the father of Joseph. He's mentioned numerous times. I don't want to drift off.
I know the Quran.
I know you know.
There is no.
Okay.
Quran tells you children of Israel.
Yes,
Ben Israel. But it doesn't tell you who Israel is. You have to go to the Bible to find out who Israel is.
With that logic, with the Bible, you'd have to go to the Torah to find out many things. Because
which one? Torah is the Bible.
So
yeah.
Is there a difference between the New Testament and the Old Testament?
No, it's just New Testament is the Old Testament. Old Testament fulfilled.
I see.
New Testament is the Old Testament fulfilled.
So the Bible and the Torah are the same thing.
Yeah, but the Torah is in the Bible. Torah is the 5 books of Moses, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. The scripture, the Injil is, or you guys call Injil, the Torah is the 5 books of Moses.
Yeah.
The Gospel,
the Book of Psalms by David.
Those are all called scriptures in Hebrew. So the New Testament takes all of that into consideration, and the New Testament expounds the Old Testament more. Okay, it tells you what God meant in the Old Testament when He said this. Okay, Jesus was prophesied in the Old Testament, and then but in the New Testament He was fulfilled. He came to be. He came. Okay. But so that's the difference with the Old Testament and the New Testament.
Here's another point I have about the Bible and the New Testament and everything. So, would you agree that Paul, the Apostle Paul, he wrote up about 80% of the New Testament? Is that correct?
Yeah, probably.
Paul.
Yeah, okay. Paul. Yeah.
Let's look at Paul now.
Okay.
Paul is someone that didn't see Jesus.
He did
in a vision.
He did. He didn't
live with Jesus. He never met
but he
him.
knew who Jesus was.
It's also worth mentioning that he also used to kill Christians.
No,
and was a Hellenistic
does
Jew.
he believe that Jesus? Does he know that a man named Jesus existed?
That's what he claims to say. But
what? Every Jew that lives around that time know there was a man named Jesus.
I'm saying that's what he's claiming to say, but there are a lot of Jews that disbelieved in Jesus.
I know, but they saw him as a person. They knew who he was,
and they thought terrible things of him, and that's why he was crucified.
I do, and then other Jews thought a great thing about him. So that doesn't really mean that.
My point regarding Paul is how can you take a book and legitimize it with someone that never met Jesus, never walked with him, never. Okay. He made up his own religion.
Sure. So, that's your claim, though.
That's my opinion.
But that's your opinion.
I want to be proven wrong.
Do you know who Sahih Bukhari is?
Yes, Imam Bukhari wrote. Yeah.
Do you believe his hadith?
He grades the hadith. He doesn't make up hadith.
No. Do you believe his hadith?
Here's the point. I'm not obligated to believe the hadith. The hadith is something that is, it's an external thing. It's either proven right, sahih, or proven wrong. Everybody has their own interpretation of hadith. I'm not actually obligated to believe in the hadith.
You do. You are.
I'm not obligated to.
Yes, you are.
No.
You are obligated to. Does the Quran not say believe in Allah and the prophets
and the Sunnah?
Yes.
The Sunnah is.
Where is this? How do you know the Sunnah if you don't have the hadith? Where do you find the Sunnah?
Hadith is a lot more complex than that.
I know, but there's
1,000 different hadiths.
I know, but where do you find the Sunnah?
In Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim.
Exactly.
These are major scholars.
Okay, the Sahih Bukhari met Mohammed. Did he meet Mohammed?
It's called mass transmission. So there
no, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking you.
So the way Islam works is there's oral transmission.
I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. I'm going
lineage.
I understand.
Yeah,
but I'm following your same line of reason.
Yep.
Sahih Bukhari, did he meet? He
didn't. No, he didn't.
Okay. So how can you believe anything he wrote is true?
That's a fair point. But again, I'm not obligated to believe all of his hadiths are sahih.
No, you shouldn't even believe one of them.
Oh, see, that's a bit of a stretch.
No, it's not a stretch. Because if they have not met Mohammed, there's no way you should trust anything they say, even a single thing they say, unless they've met Mohammed. If you follow your line of reasoning, so if we take it to its logical conclusion, that's exactly what you're saying. That anyone who has never met Jesus cannot speak about Jesus.
I certainly wouldn't be led to believe that someone that killed Christians would be able to speak about Jesus.
Well, I will. I do led to believe. You know why? Because their conversion story was confirmed by another believer who saw Jesus. So in a Christian walk, just like you guys do with your hadith, you know, this person told this person told this person. Oh, but why we believe it? Because this person is known to be honest. Yeah. And then so we believe what they said.
Yeah, everything in Islam is oral. Nothing like it all starts oral and then is written. That's why the Quran is. That's
not the point.
I'm just telling. It is the point. You have to understand this point, because if everything is oral and everything is transferred through generation and generation, it's more likely to be preserved. Whereas
it's more likely to have a lot of errors.
No.
Yes. If you write it down, then you don't have much
error. If you write it down in 5 different languages, it's not going to make sense.
No, it's
Jesus
written
spoke Aramaic. The first Bible that was published was made in Greek. That doesn't make sense.
How?
What do you mean how? That's not the language he spoke.
What do you mean?
Aramaic.
What do you mean doesn't make sense?
It doesn't make sense that the first published divine book of Jesus Christ is written in Greek when he himself spoke Aramaic. There's no historical trace that he spoke Greek. Okay. How does that make sense?
Do you have English Quran today?
No, I've heard that argument too many times.
No, it's a simple question. Do you have
English Quran? Okay, you can grab one over there.
Does that say anything that is related to the Arabic?
It's an English translation.
Yeah, but how is it that the people in Pakistan understand the Quran?
There's Urdu Quran.
Yeah, but it's not in Arabic though.
The first major Quran was in Arabic, and to this day it is still in Arabic. It's never been changed.
The first major gospel is written in Greek and in Hebrew, and it's still alive. It's still available today.
I fully agree, but Jesus didn't speak Greek. So how does that?
Muhammad didn't speak modern Arab. You speak today.
No, he spoke. He just couldn't write and read.
He didn't.
He was orally.
He spoke the Quraysh dialect. He didn't. Bro, he spoke Arabic, the Arabic dialect. You know, even the time before when the Quran was being recited, it was recited differently.
There's seven different.
Seven different.
They're spread across different. They're pronounced differently, but the meaning is the same.
No.
Yes, I understand this.
Bro, the meaning is.
I'm from North Africa. I'm from North Africa.
You're talking about today. I'm talking about in the time of the hadith.
There were 7 different recitations.
There are 7 different recitations that actually Muslims were actually arguing among each other about which one is the correct recitation, bro. It was a 7 different.
The recitations are different.
And they went to Muhammad, according to the hadith. They went to Muhammad. The other guy grabbed the other guy and choking him, and saying that you reciting wrong Quran. And they went to Muhammad, and that's where you find that word. You're not gonna find it in the Quran. You find it in the hadith. Muhammad said, ask him to recite, and he recited, and it was different. And he asked the other guy to recite, and the other guy recited. It was different. And he said to them, do not quarrel among each other, because the Quran was sent in 7 different modes, and so do not argue with each other. Can I find where's the 7th mode today?
They're so prevalent.
You only have one.
No.
You have the Ottomani Quran. That's it.
The Ottomani Quran. Correct.
Yeah, that's it. That's only one mode.
You're referring
of recitation, though.
There's different accents that they have.
Bro, they have standardized Quran. You have standardized Quran today.
Yeah, we have one standardized Quran.
Exactly, but before that it was not, though.
The recitation styles are different. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because Islam is diversified from North Africa all the way to South Asia.
No, I'm talking about the time when it's concentrated in Arabia. Yeah. I'm not talking about when it's spread. I'm talking about when it still have the Sahaba, those core group. Yeah. They were still arguing among themselves, man. So it's not about Arabs. How many tribes of Arabs are?
There was a lot
back then.
There was a lot.
And they all spoke different dialects of Arab.
You can make that argument, sure.
Why did because you can, if you say that's not true, then you have to explain to me why Uthman told the people, said, write it, go find out for me people who spoke the Quraysh dialect, because the Quran was sent in their dialect.
Yeah. Are you referring to when Uthman burned the counterfeit?
Yes, and then he burned not a counterfeit. They weren't counterfeit. They just different. They were different recitations, bro.
No, they were not. The reason he did that was that he wanted to unify the Quran as one book, because there were different versions.
I understand.
People made different versions.
I believe you. It was a standardized Quran, but other people were reciting different modes. Remember, Muhammad said it was 7 modes.
Yeah, he didn't say that. There's seven different. There's seven different.
Seven different.
They're spread across different. They're pronounced differently, but the meaning is the same. Muhammad didn't say that.
You want me to show you in the hadith?
Go for it.
Why?
I'm not familiar with those being the direct words of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Okay, I will show it to you then. You have a phone?
I have a phone, but you're trying to prove the point, not me. So.
I don't want you to say, oh, it's from a website. I don't know. I want you to find it in your phone. I'll show you where to go. So, okay, I'll use my phone so that everyone can bear me witness. I didn't come out with this. You're
mixing up two different things. It's called tajweed. Tajweed is a style of recitation.
No, it's not a style.
Oh my God, no.
It's not a style, bro. No, if it is a style, man, I'll tell you.
Okay.
But it's different modes of recitation. And they were actually fighting over it. Okay. So if it's all something, you know, like you said today, other people can recite, it's all okay. Why are they fighting among themselves? It was like this guy was reciting something completely different. He said, "That's not how you taught me," and this one said, "This is how you taught me." So it's a very clear statement, man. But at the end of the day, I want you to know that you cannot be saved unless you come to Jesus, the Son of God.
So, if you want, we can circle back to the main argument about the Bible. About the Bible being changed. We drifted off pretty far off into other things.
Yeah, that's how these conversations usually go, because people have to make claims. Muslims make a lot of claims, but they can't back it up. So I have to make them.
You good, man?
He's good. He's just cold, bro. Yeah, I'm cold too. I'm using Sunnah.com.
Yeah, that's a very reliable source.
Okay, so you're not going to say I made it up.
I'm not going to say you made up anything.
Okay. Mohammed said to him, you have done well. Then the messenger of Allah said, Ubay, the Quran has been revealed in 7 different modes of recitation, all of which are good and sound. Okay, so this is the same thing I told you when the two people were arguing. One of them, his name is Ubayd, and the other one is I can't remember his name. But this is recited, narrated by Ubayd. So just prove what I just told you, that Quran was in 7 different modes.
If I speak English with an accent and I recite,
it's not about accent. Mode is completely. It's not an accent, bro.
I want to just get one thing clear here. The Quran, the way it was orally prescribed, it was prescribed in one way.
Okay.
The point you're referring to is the different accents and recitation styles. I just want you to understand that.
Bro, if I say things to you, and then I ask, my Jamaica friend, he said things. Yeah. Should I have a problem with that? That's an accent.
Yeah.
It doesn't change the word.
Correct.
It's just an accent. This is not an accent, bro. Muhammad, Arabs, they all have different tribes.
Yeah. And
they all spoke different form of Arabs. Some of them, that's why many of you guys, things written in the Quran, some of your scholars have no idea what it's about. Even those who speak Arabic don't even know the meaning, what it means. Because it's not in there. It's not actually in the Arabic spoken today.
I don't know what you're referring to, but I think I know what you're referring to. There's at the openings of every surah, in some surahs, there's it's
ALM. Do you know what AL means?
We don't know what it means. Nobody knows what it means.
but think about it. The Quran said that it was written, and the Quran was revealed in perfect Arab.
Yeah.
So how come you don't know what ALM means?
It's the mystery. We don't know.
We don't know what Islam means. Come on, man. God sends you a book and say that everything is clear, and He doesn't make that clear.
It's sort of like the intro to a surah. It's because it's divine from God. We don't know what it means.
Bro, I know that's what Muslims say.
If this was a man-made book, why would they put something that...
But bro, I think that back the time of Mohammed, they know what he meant. You guys today lost the meaning. You don't know what it means.
That's the case at all.
Yeah, so go ahead. What else?
I don't think that's the case at all.
Huh?
I don't think that's the case at all. Like the intro to those surahs, we don't know what it means, but everything after that, we know what it means. It's never been an issue of dispute in the Islamic world.
It's okay, man. It's neither here nor there. Go ahead. You still haven't proven that the Bible is it's been changed.
I mean, like I can't like I made points, but like I can't force anything.
You can't quantify. No, you can. You have to bring proof to make me.
I gave you proof. I told you that the person who
just because
80% of the New Testament never even saw Jesus. The person that like you have to look into this person's life.
But what about Peter?
What have I told you? We don't even know Peter. Like we don't even know who wrote those Gospels. We don't. There's no historical accurate.
No, I'm talking about Peter.
Yeah, I'm referring to the Gospel. Like I'm
not talking about the Gospel of Peter. I'm talking about the person Peter.
What of Peter? Like what about him?
Did he see Jesus?
According to Christian doctrine, yeah.
Okay, but because Peter was one of the apostles who confirmed Paul.
Yeah.
Who confirmed Paul's conversion?
How do we know that?
Because it is written in the book of Acts,
okay.
And in the book of Galatians. So at the end of the day, you're not gonna believe those because it's not you told not to believe in.
You know why I'm not gonna believe them? Are you familiar with a historical event called the Council of Nicaea?
Yeah, I do.
Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, I'm familiar with it. I know the history.
Are you familiar with how all of these like people came together and like made this one gospel and everything?
No, it wasn't one gospel. It's just
they came and like made their own version of Christianity like 600 years after. Like
they come up with different ideas that are some of the ideas are not from the apostles, and then we don't obey it. We don't have to obey.
The same logic applies with hadith. So my main concern is that when you guys bring up hadith or you guys try to
it works for you guys when it's in the hadith, but it doesn't work for us when.
But the main point I'm trying to make is that when you bring up the hadith and you you use it, you try to justify it, you need to understand not every hadith is sahih, not every hadith is authentic. There's a grading system that follows hadith science.
Bro, if a hadith says sahih, what am I supposed to do with it?
It says one scholar grades it sahih, another scholar in Iraq or Syria might grade it.
You guys have a lot of problem there. How many times you should pray in a day?
5. We pray.
Why?
5. Because of Isra and Mi'raj.
But the Quran never said to pray 5 times a day.
No, it did say to pray. It didn't say to pray 5 times. It said pray. It didn't teach us how to pray. That's why we were.
No, it tells you to pray. It tells you when to pray. It tells you to pray 3 times a day.
No, it does not.
But the hadith tells you. You see the Muslims are very funny.
It doesn't tell us to pray.
I showed a Muslim last time in his own Quran. He couldn't go. He started going. That's not 3. That's not 3. We can show you again.
I want to see.
Huh?
I want to see.
You guys, it was said to pray 3 times a day in the Quran, but the hadith said to pray 5 times a day. You reject the Quran and you believe the hadith, but now you're telling me that the hadith is not authentic.
Not all hadiths are authentic.
Not all hadith. Which one is? If they say sahih and sahih doesn't really mean sahih, like authentic doesn't mean authentic, then what are we supposed to do with the hadith?
I'm trying to explain something.
No, I'm saying what is the 5 times a day it says in the Sahih hadith to pray 5 times a day? What if that is not authentic either? So how do you now you're praying all 5 times a day without even somebody not coming from Allah? It is coming from a man, from people who made it up. I mean, if you guys can make up a book and call it authentic, you guys got a problem. The problem is not with us, it's with you guys.
Okay.
I'm not the one denying our books, because I mean, Nicene Creed, it's a creed. It's not something that, coming from God. It's a creed made by man.
The same way the hadith doesn't come from God.
The hadith, Muslims believe it came from God.
Nobody believes the hadith.
So you believe that your practice of your Muhammad doesn't come from God?
No. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're saying.
The hadith is not God's word. The hadith is the word.
I I know, if your Muslim brothers observe Muhammad worshipping facing Mecca, and they wrote it down in a book, you mean to tell me that action is not from God?
I'm not saying that the action is not from God. I'm saying that the word of the hadith is not from God. The word of the hadith is from Muhammad and his disciples.
Okay, but is he recording something that is from God?
Yes.
So it's recording action.
Not divine.
Okay, so then if the word is, I'm not. That's not what I'm arguing. I'm just arguing whether if the action is divine.
What action are you referring to?
Actions of Muhammad. Sunnah is, what is Sunnah? Sunnah is actions of Muhammad.
Yeah, it's the life of Muhammad. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So is Muhammad's life authentic or not?
What do you mean by authentic?
Is Muhammad's life sahih?
Yes.
Okay, so where can I find it? His
hadith.
life?
In the hadith.
In a book that is not sahih.
That's up to your own interpretation.
No, you just told me that all hadith, that some hadiths are not sahih.
Yes.
So if I read a book, a hadith, and it says sahih on the bottom of it, and then Muhammad did this, and you tell me, well, it's all, I think you're picking and choosing, man. You're cherry picking. Yeah, you do. You guys cherry pick hadith when you want to. You cherry pick it. Let me show you in the Quran where it says how many times to pray.
Okay.
And I just want you guys to know, that Jesus Christ is the only way, and you cannot prove that the Bible is corrupted without disproving the Quran, because the Quran supports the Bible. The Quran says that the Bible was sent by Allah.
The original Bible, yes.
The authentic Bible. Okay, so the Bible is like original Bible, you say, right?
Yeah.
When was the original Bible?
I couldn't tell.
Was it before Muhammad?
Obviously. Yeah.
Okay. Did it exist after Muhammad?
Probably not. No.
So the Bible only exists when Muhammad was alive.
I don't know what point you're trying to make here, man.
No.
The Quran states that the original copy of the Bible, the Injil, was preserved. Then it was tainted. That's the point that the Quran makes. Okay, then Quran is wrong then. Why is it wrong?
Because Quran says no one can change the word of Allah.
Oh my.
You can't have it both ways, bro.
Okay.
You cannot have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways. What was the verse again?
Which one?
Yeah, I think 110. Yeah, 3 times. Did you mark it in yours?
No,
I think one.
He has a question.
I have a question.
He has a question. I need to think.
That's remaining in the topic.
Yeah, if it's on
not
or you can
if.
Yeah. In the topic.
Okay, within the topic. Okay. Everything you accuse the Bible of, you accuse the Quran, because Quran supports everything the Bible said. Quran 11.
Came from
Do you know the Quran 11, right? Quran.
I'm familiar with it. I'm familiar with it.
Okay, can you recite it for me?
I don't have it memorized. No. I have some sort of memorized. I don't have that one memorized.
Okay, let me help you out. Okay, you read Arabic?
Yeah.
Okay. 114.
In some hours of the night, 5 compulsory. It literally says here 5 compulsory.
No, that's a bracket. It doesn't exist here. It doesn't exist here.
It says وإقام الصلاة وظرف النهار وزلفة من الليل إن حسنات بدين الله
Exactly. It's not
ذلك
5.
ذكر الله. Bro, we get the bracket from tafsir.
Bro, no man. Bro, the bracket means it doesn't exist in the Quran. That's what the translators made up. That's why they put it in a bracket so they don't get stoned for corrupting the Quran.
Nobody gets stoned.
Yeah.
Nowhere in that verse does it say 3. Nowhere in
it does. It does. Here.
Where does it say 3?
See? What are 2 ends of the day?
2 ends of the night. 2 ends of the day and 2 ends of the night.
What is 2 ends of the day?
We pray Maghrib, which is around sunrise, which is soon.
And then sunset.
Sorry.
And then what else?
And some
hours of the night. So that's 3.
Yeah, and then we have during the day as well. That's 5.
It says in the morning, and in the evening, and then in the hour of the night. That's 3 times, not 5 times, bro.
Okay. I mean,
what's this?
Yes, it's Surah Hud.
What's the ayah?
Surah Hud, ayah 144.
144?
114.
114? Yes.
So you haven't proved anything, bro.
I can't prove something to someone that doesn't want to believe.
What do you mean? I'm asking you for proofs. You have no proof. All you're telling me is just, I find it very hard to believe that somebody who persecuted Christian became Christian. I see that all the time, bro. That's the power of God. You mean to tell me there is nobody ever you've seen that's preaching against Islam that converted to Islam before? That never existed.
I'm not saying that's the main source of why that doesn't happen. That's just one point. That's one point worth mentioning. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's not a point though. But that's not a point though. He was confirmed that he was a true believer by somebody who saw Jesus. He had to describe what happened to him. And his description has to, if he had lied, they would have found out, because these men has the Spirit of God that can see things, that they can see things in people that are liars. So it means that they came and they fooled all the apostles. Paul came and fooled all the apostles, and then started forming his own religion. Don't believe what you see on the internet, to people writing that have no scripture to back it up, no history to back it up, and you believe it. I know because you don't believe in Jesus. So
we believe in Jesus.
Muslims say that all the time. We believe in Jesus.
You have the book right there.
No, I believe in Trump. I believe that Trump exists, but I don't know him.
Oh, that's not a point to make. We believe Jesus. We believe Jesus was prophet.
Yeah, you believe Jesus, but you don't believe Jesus.
We don't believe he was God.
No, you don't even believe he's the Son of God, let alone God.
Okay, so how is he supposed to be the Son of God and God?
No. I'm saying you don't even believe that he's the Son of God, let alone to believe that. Believing that he's God is a huge thing. But even to believe the Son of God, which is a smaller thing, you don't even believe that. So but yet you believe in Jesus.
Just one question.
Yeah.
If the God has a biological character, and he has a son and he has a children.
No, I know Muslims, you guys do this all the time.
How what's the difference between him and us?
Bro, what is the difference?
God must be different to us.
Bro, no, Allah is the same as me too.
Yeah.
Allah is the same as me too. Allah has a shin. Allah has a shin.
Like what?
Allah has a shin.
Yeah,
Allah has two hands.
That doesn't mean that he has two right hands. But they're not
talking about.
He has two right hands on one side. He doesn't have a left hand. Yes.
But brother, you're talking about human being. You're not talking about God.
But that describes a human being. I can take that. I can take your description of Allah and make it a human being. Because it has a shin.
Does a monkey have hands and a shin?
Yeah.
Is a monkey a human being?
No, he's not. He looks like a human being. But that's a monkey, but we know a monkey is a monkey. So if you're telling me that...
Just answer my question if you have...
No, but because one of the things is I can say that Allah is a human being, because number one, Allah cannot have a son unless he has a wife.
So
how can he have a...
No, Allah cannot have a son unless he has a wife. So Allah is like me. I cannot have a son unless I have a wife as well.
So if Allah has a son and he has a biological...
No, I'm applying your logic. I'm applying the same logic you're applying to my God. I'm applying it to your God the same way.
Your God was a baby that came out of a woman. That doesn't make sense too.
Huh?
Your God was a baby that came out of a woman.
A baby is a human being.
Yeah.
God is not a human being.
So who's Jesus?
Jesus was a human being, the Son of God,
God's not a human being.
A son of God who is not a human being, born as a human being. Two different things.
Okay, what's your name? Your name?
Bro, I don't know why you guys, I don't know why your mind gets blown when I tell you something about God.
God is not a human being.
Yes.
Then Jesus is a human being.
Yeah, Son of God became a human being. Are you listening? You're not listening.
I gotta check that
You're not listening, bro. You're not listening. Do you know what become means? Do you know what the English word become means?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You are a human being and you became a bird. Two different things. It doesn't change the fact that that you were a human being before you became a bird? Does it? How does that not make sense to you?
Does that make sense? Can God just randomly become a squirrel? That doesn't make sense.
God said, because the squirrel are not the children of Adam. Children of Adam are not squirrels, bro.
Okay.
You bring in human being down, man. You bring in human being down.
No, bro, can I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead. I don't know why you guys Muslims are so.
No.
You guys are so confused when we try to. Maybe you may understand a little bit more than him.
No, I'm understanding what you're saying.
Okay, so go ahead.
If Allah has a biological character like us,
okay,
what's the power he has?
No power.
No
power. Because if Allah needs a wife in order to have a son, then Allah is not God. Allah is just like me.
Because we are human beings, like we are weak.
Yeah, I'm a human being. I'm weak, and I can't have a son unless I have a wife.
So
if that applies to Allah, then Allah is just like me.
Okay, if Allah is like you, what's the difference between him and us?
If Allah is like me,
it's like me. What's the difference?
There's no difference. If he's like me, he has no power. He can be God.
Okay, if Allah has no difference, it's us. What's the difference between us and Jesus?
The difference between us and Jesus?
Yeah.
In flesh, no difference. In origin, different. Much difference.
Okay. What's the difference between us and Adam?
Adam? There's no difference. The only difference is that he's the first man.
Who created Adam?
God did.
Who created Jesus?
Jesus was begotten, not created.
Was created?
Not created, begotten. The flesh was created, not the man, not the person.
So he has no father, right?
Jesus had no father.
Okay.
And Jesus has a father, but he has no mother. He does not have any human father, but he has a human mom.
What's the Maryam?
Maryam? Maryam is Maryam is sister of Moses.
The mother of Jesus.
Mother of Jesus is Mary. I know you guys call him Maryam.
No problem. Maryam
is. I know Mohammed believed that Maryam was the sister of Moses, but that's not true though.
No.
The Quran is wrong about that.
Maryam and Moses was like a 1,000 years between them.
No, but Mohammed taught that Maryam is the sister of Moses.
Do you have Surah Maryam here?
I do. I know there's a Surah.
Can I show you?
No. I understand.
Can I show you?
What I'm quoting you is another verse. Okay. It's in Surah Maryam. Okay.
It's Surah Maryam, right?
Yeah. I know the Surah Maryam. Mohammed mistakenly thought that Mary, the mother of Jesus, is the same as Mary, the sister of Aaron.
No statement in the Quran.
In the Quran, no, I'm saying that in the Quran.
I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Myself in my show.
I'm sure Mohammed called Mary, the mother of Jesus. He called her the sister of Aaron. Aaron is like thousands of years away, but Mohammed thought Maryam was the same.
Call them like that word.
He called him sister of Aaron in your Quran.
Where?
In Maryam, in the book of Maryam.
Can you show me? I have to know.
I'm gonna find it on my phone quicker, and then I shall open it to you here.
If you say in Surah Maryam, I know Surah Maryam.
Yeah, it's I know you know Surah Maryam, but I'm probably sure that you don't know about this in your Quran.
I know my Quran. I've been checking out.
No, about this one. That sister of Aaron, Mohammed called Mary, the mother of Jesus, the sister of Aaron. That's error. If Quran is from God, they shouldn't have that error in it.
Okay, show me the verse.
Maryam, ayah 28.
Ayah 28.
Yeah. Surah Maryam, ayah 28.
What is doing here?
He called.
We're just trying to reach people with the gospel and point things out.
28. I think I marked it. 28. Yeah.
يا أخت هارون ما كان أبوك امرأ سوء وما كانت أمك بغية. Harun.
There's nobody in Miriam. There's no brother.
No.
There's no Mary. Miriam, the brother of Jesus, the mother of Jesus, has no brother named Miriam, named Aaron.
There's no brother named Aaron? Who told you that?
We know.
In your Bible?
We know.
Yeah.
We know. No. The only person named Aaron who has a sister named Miriam is Aaron, the brother of Moses, and his sister is named Miriam. Mary and Miriam are far removed from each other, but here in the book of Maryam, Mohammed is confusing Mary, the mother of Jesus, with Miriam, the brother of Aaron, the sister of Moses. He's confusing it here. That cannot happen if this book is from God.
Okay. Let me talk about this. Yeah, Aaron. You say Harun.
Yeah, Harun, Aaron. This is the same. Yeah.
If you say Harun or Aaron, how many Aarons in the Bible?
It doesn't matter, man.
In the Bible,
Jesus has no. I'm talking to you. I'm focusing on Mary, the mother of Jesus. That's who you're talking about. That's who this book Maryam was for, right?
Yeah.
Mary, the mother of Jesus, has no brother named Aaron.
So who told you that?
The scripture made that clear.
Scripture? What scripture?
Old Testament.
King James Version?
Old Testament. Torah. You know the Torah?
Yes.
Made it clear. Miriam and Jesus and Mary, the brother of Jesus, are not the same person. And that's not the only mistake in the Quran. The Quran also makes an error of historical mistake too.
So, can I ask you just one question? Another question?
Yeah,
do you have Torah in context, or in a legitimate book for you?
What?
Do you have Torah as a context or a legitimate book? As like a
what?
As a same with Bible?
Yeah, the Bible is the Torah is contained in the Bible. Yes, we have the Torah. It's in the Bible.
It's in the Bible?
Yeah, the Torah is in the Bible.
The Torah is the book of
the Bible is the Torah, and the law and the prophets and the Gospels. That's what the Bible is made up of.
All right,
but the Bible, that Bible, and the Torah are different books.
Which Bible? Bible is it's a compilation of
four Bibles, right?
Bible. The Bible means books.
Books, yeah.
Just don't get it twisted.
Yeah, indeed.
The Bible means books.
Yes.
The same as scriptures.
Yeah.
The Bible is compiled. It's a composition of many books of the scriptures. That includes the Torah in it, and the Gospel. The Psalms, and the historical accounts of the Chronicles. The books of the kings.
Yeah.
So the Bible just means library, like a big Bible. Books means books. Okay, so there are different books in the Bible. Okay.
Okay.
Let's focus on the Torah alone.
Yeah.
The books of Torah is where Miriam is written about. The book of the Gospel talks about the Mary and Jesus. That's the Gospel. Speaking about these, there's no way in the Gospel you will find Mary with the brother named Aaron. You find that in the Old Testament.
Okay.
So when Muhammad was here, in order to prove try to claim to the people that he's a prophet. He told the Arabs that Miriam is the sister of Aaron. But if he had told that to Christians or Jews, they would have corrected him right away. But because he didn't tell them, he wrote it in the Quran. Okay? The same thing happened to Aisha in the hadith. Aisha believed the same thing. And a Jewish woman corrected her. And she told the Jewish woman, "You're a liar." And she went to the hadith. And she went to confirm it with Muhammad. And Muhammad found out that the Jews have caught him in lies. So he told Aisha, back then they used to call them by their father's name. That was Muhammad's excuse in the hadith. But it's still in the Quran. There's nobody named no one related to Maryam named Aaron. That's a fact.
Where you get that?
What?
Where you get that information?
From the same book.
From the Bible.
From the Gospel, the Injil, which existed 600 years before Muhammad was born.
But that 600 years, the Injil was created by a Roman emperor called
bro. You read it, bro.
321 AD.
Bro, back your word by facts, not by claims. That's a claim. That's not a fact.
Yeah, but I have.
Constantine was a Roman emperor.
Can I show you here?
Constantine was a Roman emperor. The scripture existed before Constantine. The gospel already existed before Emperor Constantine. The gospel is older than Emperor Constantine.
But he massacred all the other sects.
Bro, Constantine is a politician. He's an emperor. He's a politician.
He created the Roman this Christianity.
No. Constantine was not even Constantine was actually only baptized at his deathbed.
Yeah, I know, but
many Christians don't even believe he was a Christian. So why would he come up with a book for us?
The Council of Nicaea.
Council of Nicaea is just a meeting of bishops from all over the world, from Arab nations, from all, there used to be Christians in Arabia before.
There's no Christians. Just, I think it's in Syria.
There were Christians in Arabia.
Yeah.
Who do you think Waraka Banufa is?
What's it?
Waraka Banufa. Yeah, the one who told Muhammad that who convinced Muhammad that he was a prophet. Khadija's uncle, or
Waraka ibn Nawfal.
Waraka ibn Nawfal.
But that's not confusing. He just saying.
Are you trying to tell me that he wasn't a Christian?
He was not Christian.
He says in the hadith that he used to write the gospel in Arabic.
He was not Christian. He just know
he's used to write.
He has knowledge some in Torah.
He used to write the gospels in Arabic. That's what it says in your hadith.
No.
He used to write the Injil in Arabic. The gospel.
The Injil and the
Bro,
Torah.
Muhammad was surrounded by Christians and Jews.
At that time,
Muhammad was lived in the
surrounded by a paganism. Arabian paganism.
Arabs were pagans.
Yes,
they were Christians.
They surrounded.
Bro, are Jews pagans?
Not Jews pagans.
Okay, what are Jews doing in Arabia then?
There were small communities at that time.
Okay, semi Christians. There are Christians in Arab. There were Christians in Arab. There were pagans. There were Jews. They all lived in Arabia. In that area?
No.
You don't know history then?
I know the history.
No, you don't, bro. If you know history, you know that Christianity existed in Arabia before Muhammad was born.
I'm confused. I'm not confused. I say some communities in Yemen and some communities in Syria, they were small communities.
Syria is a highly Syria is a high concentration of Christians.
Yes.
Other Arab countries, they have pockets of Christians. Even in Saudi Arabia, all of those areas, there were Christian traders, there were Jewish traders, there were Arab traders. They were all over the place. There were many religions in that area. It's not just Islam.
The Muslim people and the
no, there were paganism. And there were Jews, and there were Jews, and there were Christians in Arabia.
You're right, but they were not too much. It wasn't too much.
What?
They were not too much.
Bro,
there was too much community here.
There weren't too much community. It doesn't matter. I'm saying that there were Christians communities living in Arabia.
In
Yemen, in Syria, in Arabia, all of those areas.
You know, Syria is not Arabia. It's a different thing.
Bro, if Jews were living there, Christians were living alongside with them too.
I'm talking about right now the Christianity.
Do you know Khaybar? Do you know Khaybar?
Khaybar, yeah.
Where is Khaybar?
It's in Khaybar.
Where was Khaybar?
In Medina.
Ah, is Medina. Where is Medina?
In Saudi Arabia.
Okay, so there were Jews living in Saudi Arabia.
I'm not refusing. I say a small community.
When Mohammed were persecuted by the pagans, where did he run to?
To the Persian Empire and Roman Empire.
How did he know about Christians?
What's that?
How did Mohammed? You mean? Are you trying to argue that when Mohammed was born that he didn't have Christians around him? People around him who were Christians in Arabia.
In Mecca, Arabia at that time was like a huge country. At that time,
it's a huge place.
Traveling was not.
Unfortunate, but again, that's history. But Muhammad is actually not from Arabia, and
he was in Mecca.
He wasn't even from Mecca.
He was in the Mecca.
That's another discussion.
Was by
I know. That's another discussion. Muhammad actually was from Petra. Muhammad actually was from Petra. He wasn't from Mecca. But that's another conversation. Muhammad was in Petra. Muhammad was born in Petra. He wasn't born in Mecca. Mecca was when you guys moved. History.
Do you have a roof?
History.
History?
Yeah, history. Because all the stuff that Muhammad described in the Quran does not exist in Mecca. It exists in. But again, let's not get away from the point. The point was that Muhammad thought that Mary, the mother of Jesus, was Miriam, the sister of Moses. That's thousands of years removed from each other. So he was wrong.
Harun was a name in that time the Jews they had.
I know Jews have.
There's some other guy.
Bro, I'm not denying that Aaron, that there was in the time of Jesus there was anybody named Aaron. I know that it's a common name, but there were nobody related to Mary that's named Aaron. That's what I'm trying to help you understand.
Into this world,
according to the gospel, according to history.
And his name is Jesus, Yeshua.
So if you think that if we know that,
my friends,
we know that for the most 600 years until Muhammad showed up on the scene and started talking about Miriam, the brother, the sister of Aaron, as Jesus' mother. No, that's not Jesus' mother. So because Muhammad got the history wrong, which is why we're saying that if this book is from God, you wouldn't get the history completely wrong like that.
My question, I
say, that's right. There's no other
and that's not the only mistake. In the Quran, Muhammad also mentioned when the Egyptian Israelites were coming out of Egypt, that the Samaritans made them build the golden calf.
There is a way that leads unto life.
Yeah, the cow they worshipped in the desert. The Israelites they worshipped it in desert. It said that it was Samaritans that made the cow, but the Samaritans doesn't exist during that time. So that's another thing about the.
God opens that road for you. If you can hear the message, God is wants to bring you into his kingdom.
What?
It's not an upgrade.
Muhammad biblical history.
It's not upgrade.
No. Muhammad biblical history is inaccurate, which shows that it's not from God. The Quran is not from God. Because if Quran is from God, it wouldn't have those huge error in it.
Okay, so it's not from God.
But the Father sent His Son into this world because of grace.
Like Muhammad was
illiterate. He didn't do anything to
He was not reading, he was not writing.
But
Muhammad can read and write.
No. Where he go?
In the hadith.
At that time,
Muhammad can read and write. So you can be able to be a manager for Khadija and not know how to read or write. Khadija will not hire an illiterate to be his director to run her business for her.
No. You misleading your history.
What?
The history says at that time there were pagans in all the Egypt, right? And all the Palestine.
I understand. So, not all of them. There were some Christians among them too.
No, at that time I'm talking about the time of Islam. There were some people worshipping cows. Some people worshipping like idols. Some people, many idols.
No, we're talking about whether Muhammad is an illiterate or not. Muhammad was not an illiterate according to the hadith. When Muhammad was about to die, it says in the hadith that Muhammad told the Sahaba, he said to bring me a pen and paper and I will write something for you that if you believe it, you will never go out of you will never go astray. What?
We don't have that thing in our hadith and our Quran.
It's in the hadith.
Because every other
it's in the hadith.
Maybe that hadith was created by other guy. Same as you're telling right now.
Bro, it's a do you believe Sahih? Do you believe Sahih hadith? You believe Sahih hadith? It's in a Sahih hadith. It's a Sahih hadith.
We've all sinned and fallen short of the glory of God.
I know.
It can be in the Quran. Quran says Ahmad was
no. Quran didn't say Muhammad was illiterate.
Or murdered or stolen something.
I can show you.
No, the word illiterate in Arabic that time is the same word that used about those who carry the book. Like a donkey, they carry the book, but they don't know what is written in it.
Ummi in Arabic is somebody who has no right and read.
Well, you are ummi.
What's the purpose of reincarnation?
Yeah, because you don't know anything about Christianity.
What's the revelation?
No, because Muhammad before he met before he claimed that he met Allah, he was ummi. He knew nothing about God. That's what he means. It doesn't mean that he doesn't know how to read or write.
Okay, can I ask you?
It means someone who is ignorant of something. Okay? If I'm ignorant of Islam, I'm illiterate to Islam.
So right now you are telling my language.
No, the context. I know you use it in your daily language, but in the context of the Quran, you read the context, it tells you that can mean someone who doesn't know about religion.
That don't make sense.
No, not in Arabic.
Well,
Arabic are not in the Quran.
Well, then I don't understand what Muhammad is.
Maybe you mistake.
Well, then your book is wrong then.
Oh.
Yeah, because your hadith said it was Sahih, that Muhammad told him to give him pen and paper. How can you give someone pen and paper who doesn't know how to read or write?
There is not that hadith. I wasn't so in my life.
It's in the hadith. I can show it to you in the hadith. He said to them, bring me a pen and a paper and I will write for you. I will write for you. He didn't say somebody will write it for you. He said I will write for you. something that by believing it, you will not go out of the way.
And you're taking a huge gamble by rolling the dice.
I don't know why you guys don't read your book, man.
Well, my friends,
I have to keep.
I know my Quran. I know everything.
No, your hadith. You don't read your hadith. This is not written in the Quran. It's written in the hadith.
I'm living by. I'm telling you something. Just one thing. Allah was able to create Jesus. Seemed like he created Adam. Adam has no father, has no mother.
What?
So my friends,
Adam has no father, has no mother.
To turn
what?
And Allah,
God, you can trust
Adam has in our Bible. Jesus is called the second Adam in our Bible.
Okay.
He died on the cross.
Okay. If Allah.
So what is that? What point are you trying to? What point are you trying to make?
Yeah. The point of Adam right is
we believe in people like George Washington, Julius Caesar. And a lot of these other famous men that are out there with not even a fraction of the same amount of evidence.
One guy has no mother and has no father.
But people are quick to deny Christ.
He's able to create.
You know the difference? You know the difference?
From the truth.
One came from the dust.
Yeah.
Well, my friends,
one Adam came from the dust. Jesus came from above.
Jesus.
Different thing.
From salvation.
From above.
So who created Jesus?
Because tomorrow is not promised.
It's just like asking me who created God. I don't know. The Father, Jesus, is begotten of the Father.
So what's the difference between us and Allah if he has a biological character?
Biological character?
Biological character like giving birth, like
bro.
Like
our God and your God and your God are not the same.
It's the same.
No. Because our God has a son. Your God has no son. So they're not the same God.
So
okay? My God has a son.
Okay.
Who is also similar to him.
Okay.
As a spirit.
Okay.
But whom he sent to save the children of Adam. And he came as a human being. So a body has to be created for him.
Okay.
And that where the body is created is in the womb of Mary.
The womb of Mary.
Yes.
So who created?
My friends, there will be another opportunity.
The body.
This life
the body.
Yeah. But the person in the body has an origin beyond the body.
Beyond the body.
Yes. Jesus came from above.
Okay.
Miriam came from below.
Okay.
God used human biological system to create a body for his son to inhabit.
Okay.
Turning to Christ.
And Jesus, being human being,
God is putting that in your
so that he can give his life as an exchange, so that if he comes as the Son of God, in full pledge of Son of God, he will not die. He can never die. So in order for him to die, he has to come as a human being. In order to be crucified on a cross, on a tree. I know Islam, you don't believe he was crucified, but in order to do that, he has to become a human being in order to die. If he comes as person, the Son of God, as similar as in all his fullness, then he's different from Adam. Okay, so he has to come as a human being in order to save humanity. He didn't come to save angels, he came to save human beings. So he has to become like us. And that's why Jesus came as a man. But Jesus' origin, from beginning, he was not a man. He was a spirit. He became a man. These are the two different things. Huh? The spirit is come from God, the Father.
One religion says
from God?
to do the right thing.
The Father. That's why Jesus is called the Son of God.
So how he created?
Because the fact is, God didn't.
Why are you asking me? I don't know. I don't know. How did God create you?
That comes through Christ Jesus.
So
how did God create the leaf?
So there's no difference between you and Jesus. So there's no difference between you and Jesus.
Oh, he came to save human beings. He has to be like one of us.
Okay,
but his origin is not from us. His origin is not from here.
Okay, let me ask you just one last question. You contain a body, right?
Yeah?
You have a spirit, right?
Yeah, I do.
I have a spirit, right?
Yeah, you do. You have a spirit of man, yeah.
What's the difference between Jesus and us?
But it doesn't have to be that way.
The difference is that Jesus has the spirit of God and the spirit of man.
We can see God come back to the subject.
He has the spirit of God and he has the spirit of man. You have only the spirit of man.
I have his spirit of man, right?
The fact that the nation has been destroyed.
But Jesus has the spirit of man.
Okay.
There is a spirit of God and there is a spirit of man.
Okay. So who created the
country?
You and me.
He's given
God.
This country time.
And God is supposed to create the spirit of Jesus,
He's
right?
given this nation time. But eventually,
the spirit of man. The spirit of man of Jesus. The Jesus the man.
Jesus the man?
Jesus the man.
Okay.
There is the Jesus the man.
Okay.
And there is Jesus the Word, which existed before the flesh. Okay. Okay. Let me understand.
Every spirit is for the flesh.
Huh?
Every spirit, even if the spirit was for the flesh, right?
No, you were created when your spirit was created when you were created.
So you say, I don't know how we created. How can you say, I know how we created the Jesus, and I don't know how we created him?
No, I said spirit of man and the spirit of God are different. Okay? God created the spirit of man. Okay? You have the spirit of man.
Okay.
You don't have the spirit of God.
Okay, so
Jesus has both.
Okay, if Allah has created the spirit of man, every
yeah,
and make you into a new
has a biological character, to have a son. What's the difference between us and him? Maybe you're talking about.
You mean that if Jesus was, if he was on the earth, he would be able to have, he would be able to marry? Yeah, he would. When Jesus was on the earth, he would be able to marry if he wants to marry. But he didn't come to get married. He came to die for the sins of the world.
Okay. Maybe the spirit of Jesus is powerful than the spirit of Maryam, right? Because she has a spirit of man, right? She has a spirit of
Jesus. Mary has a spirit of man too.
Right?
Yeah.
She has other spirit, right?
What?
She has another spirit, just the spirit of man.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the power of the spirit of God?
What is the power?
Yeah.
It's the spirit of God. It's the power. It's the spirit to create life in the womb.
The spirit of God. You say spirit of God is powerful than the spirit of man, right?
Yes.
So how can the spirit of God, powerful than the spirit of man, enter in her womb and be a man?
Again, the spirit of God.
She's a weak.
The spirit of God created the spirit of man.
Yeah.
And I know in Islam you don't believe that God can inhabit His creation.
Because
but the spirit,
we believe if he has like this, that thing, maybe he's awake. He has no difference between us and.
Can God enter into this world when if he wants to?
No, he can't. Because he's not.
He can. God cannot enter into.
He's not.
God cannot enter into this world.
Enter this world?
Yeah, if He wants to.
You created like this book. Yeah,
no. Can God enter into this book if He wants to?
No, you created this book like I created this book.
Yeah. Can God enter into this book?
If I created this book, I enter this book on His inside?
That's you. You don't have the power to enter this book.
No.
The only way you can enter this book is by putting your name on it. That's all.
Right?
That's all. But God can enter this book because He can transcend He can transcend what you cannot do. Okay, so you believe in a God that can never enter into creation.
How we?
You don't believe Allah, your God, can enter into creation?
Creation.
Into creation. God cannot come down here
to give a birth.
Huh?
To give like a biological issue.
Bro, okay. Was Allah in the burning bush?
It was his animal. Because animal has
was Allah in the burning bush?
Bani.
When it says Allah spoke to Moses, right?
Yeah. Right.
Where did he spoke to him from?
He burned the tree.
Where was Allah?
Allah was talking.
Where? From where?
From all the sides.
Allah was talking in the bush. In the bush, fire bush.
But who created the direction? Who created the fire?
Bro, you saying that Allah can never enter into creation. I'm just showing you one example in your Quran where Allah entered into the bush.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay,
he showed the Moses.
So if he can do that, Son of God can enter humanity.
Okay.
No problem, without any problem. If God can enter into a bush and set it on fire, and the bush is burning, but it's not being burned.
Okay.
He can do anything. He can enter into his creation. He can enter into humanity.
You're talking about like a human being.
The Son of God has the capacity to enter into humanity if he wants to.
To humanity?
Yes. To enter into a womb and be formed as a child and be birthed as a child, as a human being, and walk on 2 feet like human being. He can do that. The Son of God can do that.
Okay, you believe Jesus is a God, right?
He's the Son of God, yes.
Well, he's the Son of God. Just believe he is a God, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, he is a God.
Just like you are, just like you are a human being, and your Father is a human being too.
Oh yeah. If he is a God, who created him?
Okay. Are you a human being? Are you a human being? Are you a human being?
There is a contradiction between.
Are you a human being? Are you a human being?
I am a human being.
Is your father a human being?
A human being.
What makes you a human being?
Before my father, before Adam.
No, what makes you a human being?
Yeah.
Is what makes you a human being? Is it because your father was also a human being?
He was a human being.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because your father was a human being, that made you human being.
Yeah.
Because your father's father was a human being, that's why your father was also a human being.
But he's not created me.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Does your father share? Do you share a nature with your father?
Yes, because of look-like or something like that.
So you share a human nature with your father, do you know?
Yeah.
Are you your father?
No, you and me, we share the humanity.
I know. Are you your father?
Yeah. I'm not my father.
Are you your father?
How can I am some other guy like.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm glad you understanding me.
Yeah.
I'm glad you understanding me. Yeah. So your thinking is that Jesus is himself is himself his father also. That's not the same.
Oh yeah, I have to break.
Just like you are not your father, you can never be your father, but you're still a human being.
Oh yeah.
Is that possible?
I have to still a human being.
Is it possible that you cannot be your father and your father cannot be you and you're still a human being?
That's not possible. That's not possible because my father is a human being. I am a human being.
Are you understanding me?
I'm not understanding that.
The fact that you cannot be your father and your father cannot be you, does that stop you from being a human being?
My father is a human being. I am a human being.
Yes.
But
you cannot be your father, though.
He's other man, and I am other man.
Okay.
Right?
Are you still a human being?
I'm still a human being. Yes.
Okay, so put yourself in that same situation. The father of Jesus and Jesus are not the same person.
Oh, yeah. I have to pray, bro.
But that doesn't.
Because the sunset.
But that doesn't stop. But
here.
that doesn't stop
You
Jesus.
stay here. I will come back to
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just praying here.
The sunset. Okay.
Yeah.